It's car con carne. Let's eat in the car. It's car con carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
We are good. Welcome to Car Con Carne. I'm James Van Alstyne. In the car, as it was always intended to be. Before I introduce my two guests, and I'm very excited to introduce my two guests, this coming week, later on Thursday, Ravinia. The Ravinia Festival is back, full season, dead ahead, at 6 a.m. Thursday morning. The announcement of the Ravinia Festival for 2022 will be made with me and my guest, no less than the Chief Brand and Marketing Officer of Ravinia, an old friend, Blake Smith, and we'll eat some Ravinia food too. Lots more to come in Car Con Carne, but tonight, to my right, he is the returning champion. He is Denis Buckley.
Hi.
In the back seat, we have Tim Murphy. Tim is the owner of Dante's Pizzeria on Chicago Avenue. Address?
1936 West Chicago Avenue.
Tim, I have been to Dante's independently as part of the podcast multiple times. I came back to Dante's after the first time the pandemic was over. And now that I'm back in the car and doing things, I wanted to come back right away. I love Dante's.
Thank you.
Thanks for jumping in the back seat. All right, Dennis, start distributing so we can talk about Dante's Pizza.
Okay, this is the vegan hippo pizza.
All right, Tim, you gotta tell us what we're eating here.
I'm not sure what you're talking about hippo here exactly.
I'm making fun of
This is our Sunday solidarity slice. We do a thing with the People's Pizza Project, who donates pizza to unhoused communities around the city. So every Sunday we do a little bit more of a special slice. This one's got a guacamole salsa sauce.
Well, that's me.
Chorizo, white onion, and cilantro. And then Dennis has the vegan version of the same thing.
I'm going to take the camera. We're going to go upside down here.
So the vegan version has a selfish cow vegan cheese and then Palermo's Unreal sausage.
Oh, yeah, look at
that. That looks great.
It does. Good in my belly.
The potato on this. Yeah, I love the slice. Dante's Pizza is great. The slices of the day are really what bring me back. I love seeing what you guys come up with. Is the Solidarities thing, is that a Blind Adam thing?
Yes, it is. Adam Gogola.
I love Blind Adam.
So they used to do it every week. So they definitely need more donations. So anyone who's interested in donating should, because they've had to cut down to once a month.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Oh, stop it.
I won't.
My mouth not so
stop
good.
it.
The potato on the pizza. That's a lovely surprise.
Thank you.
That really is good.
This one was one of my chefs, Matt McCammon, came up with this one. He does a lot of really good things and is very creative with these, I think.
Holy crap.
This is really good, too.
How about yours, Dennis Buckley? Yeah?
Very good.
Yeah, what do you think of the vegan cheese on that?
You know what? My only real experience with vegan cheese prior to this was rice milk cheese. Mm-hmm. And I'm not a fan.
Yeah, it's not great.
No, but this is really good.
This is a palm oil-based cheese.
You're no stranger to palm oil.
Hey-o!
Of course he says that like I got a mouthful, so I can't defend myself.
No stranger to a mouthful either.
Guilty on both counts.
I've lost control. We're 5 minutes in. I've completely lost control.
I thought it was going to be a respectful podcast.
But this is the potato. The potato, I think, is the star. But although I haven't gotten to the chorizo yet, so
the vegan chorizo. Alex Palermo has a company called Palermo's Unreal Foods. They're doing all of our vegan meats at the moment. So this chorizo, sausage, pepperoni, steak for a Philly cheesesteak, turkey that we'd use on a cold sub. And they've got all kinds of other products that you can find on their website, too.
Does he do, and I imagine he probably does some version of seitan?
They're mostly seitan-based, but not everything. But the recipes, they use our kitchen to make their product. But still, it's their own business. Mm-hmm. So the recipes are not something I know 100% about.
Tim, I see a lot of push toward more vegan products, more interest. I mean, I see from an alcohol perspective, a lot of NA beers.
Yeah,
Like it seems
absolutely.
like every liquor brand, spirit brand, and beer brand has its own NA.
Yeah.
Are we seeing a moment in terms of like health conscious everything?
Absolutely. I mean, before, vegan products anyway was definitely more of a, subcultural thing. A lot of punk rockers, hippies and stuff, people like that wanted it. Now I don't see any difference. All walks of life are interested in it. The NA beer thing too, it used to be like Klaus Tauler and Sharps, right, which both suck. But now there's, you can get an NA IPA or stout, and they're just as
Lagunitas
good
does
as
their own
other craft beers. And the mocktail thing is a big deal too. That's not something we've latched onto yet, but I'd like to eventually. And a lot of those places are putting CBD in those.
Right. It's an interesting moment. I mean, as a restaurateur, it's an interesting moment to be aware of.
And it's definitely not a fad of any kind. And I'm super into it. I mean, it not only because it's helped our business, just adding it, but it makes making food more interesting.
Oh, I bet.
I want to talk about what's happening at Dante's in a second, but first, Denis Buckley, we're talking about Dante's, but your role in this conversation, you're going to start DJing at Dante's.
DJing, I would use in quotes.
Okay, you're going to start DJing at Dante's.
Yes. This Thursday. This Thursday will be not my first time doing something like this, but my first time this year. I did a little something at the Burlington at the end of last year.
So Thursday the 24th at Dante's on Chicago Avenue.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Tim and I were talking when I first got over to the tavern that March 17th of 2020 we were originally going to do this.
Yeah.
And I was going to be partnered up with young Dan Precision, and then the little thing called COVID kind of got in the way.
Right.
So this is kind of like my
Your triumphant return.
the return that never was. Yeah, I'm excited though.
This pizza is excellent. You mentioned Dan Precision, Mr. Precision. Did 88 Fingers Louie just quietly go away?
Yes.
Like quietly, right?
Yes.
I feel like I would have been more aware of something like this, but you just kind of faded into the ether.
Well, we're on what the kids say an indefinite hiatus. We have learned to not say we will never break up unless, God forbid, one of us leaves this mortal coil. And while we still have a modicum of love for each other. No, I kind of thought after the last one of the shows we did right before COVID hit, there was no pressing reason to get together to practice. And for me, it just kind of lost its luster. And I think it was more along the lines of we'd been doing it, even though we weren't doing it full time, we were doing it consecutively for 6 years straight.
Right.
And I think I just kind of hit a wall, but we're still part of a text chain. I talk to those guys probably once every couple of weeks.
You had a very adult breakup for 88 Fingers Louie.
This was by far the most mature. By far. Yeah. I saw Dan a couple weeks ago out at the Beat Kitchen, and we kind of talked things over. Talk more about things, and unless there's a pressing reason to play shows again, I think we're okay taking it.
Again, it was worth mentioning because it just kind of stopped.
Yeah, I mean, if we hated each other and we wanted to break up, then yeah, we would have been like, well, guess what, guys? R.I.P. 88FL. Never again till 5 years from now.
You could have sold a lot of those shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. Never mind what I just said. 88 R.I.P. I hate
That's
everybody.
a business owner back there.
Yeah. Looking for opportunities,
Damn it. Yeah, no, it doesn't remain a current thing, but it's not a forgotten thing. That's the best way I can
It
put
wasn't that last show you played with us in Bloomington?
That was the first nail in the coffin.
And by us, Canadian Rifle is Tim's band.
Correct.
I didn't introduce you as such because we're talking about your pizza, but yeah, your Canadian Rifle, new 7-inch EP out like a week from when we're talking, right? It's like almost there.
It came out 2 days ago,
Okay.
actually, on Rad Girlfriend Records out of Dayton, Ohio.
Shout out to Josh Goldman.
Mutual friend of Dennis and I's, Josh Goldman, runs that label and is in the Raging Nathans, the Dopamines, a handful of other bands. But yeah, he released the 7-inch. Right now, I think you can just get it from him and listen to it on the New Noise magazine website.
Awesome. And yeah, I saw singles for sale on their corner of Bandcamp.com.
Correct, yeah.
Awesome. I think it's green vinyl, black vinyl, and mystery
there's
vinyl.
a random splatter pattern, too, and the record's called I'm Just Like You.
You're no stranger to the random splatter pattern.
Yeah, here we go.
No stranger to most things.
That's right. He's omnivorous.
Stranger danger. I'm a stranger danger. I mean, I'm not a stranger danger.
Well, I love the fact, Dennis Buckley, that starting Thursday the 24th of March, you're doing these DJ...
Choosing songs.
Choosing
Yes.
songs.
I have a playlist I am pressing play on, and it's a great one.
Fantastic.
And he'll be there. You can yell stuff at him.
Here's the thing about Dennis Buckley, and I've said this before on this podcast, I've said it to him in private. He has a wonderful taste in music. In a world where curation, I think, is a dying art, Dennis does a really nice job, and he has a very wide spanning. It's not, here's the 88 Fingers Louie guy, but you could talk to him about the church or.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Or an Elvis Costello deep cut, he could probably get you there.
Or At the Gates.
At the Gates. Yeah. Tim and I, in addition to being lovely and good friends, we, for a fraction of a time, we were part of a musical project.
Yeah, briefly.
Very briefly. Too brief, if you ask me. But it's Tim's fault, not mine.
It was not.
It was not. It was not. We took said project and we recorded with our friend Shane at his studio in Milwaukee, and on the ride there and back, it was just Tim and I, and we played just a million different types of music. And I found out on that trip that he was a lot more open-minded than I gave him credit for, and I think vice versa.
Yeah, that was a good ride.
I honestly thought we were just like, here's me with another punk rock kid. We're probably just going to listen to nothing but punk rock.
No,
and
not at all.
And then I said, hey, there's a new Bob Mould record out.
We did listen to that like 3 times.
3 times, yeah. 3 times in 2015 or whatever.
Although punk rock guy stretching out and listening to Bob Mould
I
doesn't seem
know.
like that
I was
much.
going to say that's not really that much of a stretch.
Way to really, leave your boundaries for a little bit.
And it was one of the 3-piece rock records. It wasn't one of those like electronic ones.
Right, yeah. It wasn't we weren't listening to Modulate. But yeah, no, we so I mean, not to make it even more cornier than I already am about to, but that trip, that was one of those, like, I was friends with Tim before this trip. Now I'm really good friends with
Best
Tim before
friends.
this trip. We could be considered BFFs.
That's also, dude, why I thought of you to do this. Because
I was
I
gonna
don't
say,
want...
yeah.
I mean, Dante, like, we play mostly metal, goth music, punk music, but I know that you'd be able to push that a little, but not something that's not a Dante's vibe,
Yeah.
And stuff that we wouldn't maybe think to play ourselves, or... I don't know about the rest of the staff, but whenever someone asks me what I want to listen to at work, I don't know. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I don't know. I'm trying to make sure that we're not forgetting somebody's order.
Yeah,
so
right.
you decide. So I want someone else to decide, someone that I trust. And everyone else didn't answer. So then I called you.
Yeah, great.
So what time on Thursday?
7 o'clock, did we say?
Yeah, starting at 7. We close at 11 on Thursdays, so till at least 10. If he feels like going all the way to close, that's great.
I have a solid 3 hours and 2 minutes worth of music.
So 10:02.
10:02. No, I think I could probably stretch it out to 10:15, and then just hit camper van Beethoven the rest of the time.
Ooh.
Yeah, not a bad choice.
That's not an insult. That's literally, as I'm putting up my my playlist, it's the suggested songs that come on after that. It was either not to give too much of the playlist away. My choices were either Husker Du, more Husker Du, I should say.
Yeah.
Hint, hint. Camper Van Beethoven, and I think fucking Sisters of Mercy. speak of...
Because we was just
Sister-
playing in there.
Yes, I walked into Dante's Lucretia. My reflection was
Yeah.
playing as I walked in, and I said, I still enjoy Sisters of Mercy. And Buckley's like,
Nope.
yeah, never got him.
Never dug them. No, that's my own. That's
Yeah,
my
you-
own.
You're wrong.
It's my own fault.
I think
know.
you're wrong.
I'll admit when I'm wrong. Today was probably one of the reasons, but I can't for the life of me. Now,
They only have 3 albums. I mean, they weren't around long enough for recording studio albums to fuck up.
what was the video that was ever present? It was like, "Come on, baby, baby, come on, baby, baby." Whatever that fucking song was. It wasn't Lucretia.
Sisters of Mercy?
That doesn't ring a bell.
I mean, More was a single off Vision thing.
Did Moore have like a super corny like, "Come on"?
I don't remember
baby,
the video.
Baby single. Like, was it like? Maybe I'm quoting Bill. Maybe I'm getting Billy Ocean
And maybe I'm missing
them
something
confused.
obvious. Like, the second album had more Vision thing. The title track may have been a single.
I'm talking like 89, 90 is when I remember hearing them.
Vision thing was 90, 91, right?
I don't know.
Okay. In any event, the important question is, what Camper Van Beethoven song?
There was Aya Fatima was one of them. Take the Skinheads Bowling was
I think that's too easy.
Yeah.
It's too ramshackle. I'd go like When I Win the Lottery, I Was Born in a Laundromat.
Yep.
Or even the cover, Pictures of Matchstick Men.
Yeah.
Always a delight.
Why not? Or even their Fleetwood Mac album.
There's a song from Modern Camper. It was like that when we got there that I fucking love.
Yeah.
I love David Lowery.
Put it on the list.
Gotta get now.
Now you're going till 10:17.
Fuck. I mean, yeah, great. Can't wait.
Nothing nerdier than three guys talking about music. I swear to God.
One of my favorite nerdy moments, James, was with you recently. We were shopping at, oh boy, what's the record store in my neighborhood?
Oh, Rattleback.
Rattleback. And we both came across the church section. And
On a Sunday. No, it was
on a Sunday. It was on a Sunday, as a matter of fact. And you had, if I remember correctly, you had picked out your selections for the week, and you're like, man, and I can't remember which church record it was. It might have been Gold Afternoon Fix. Yeah, because we were talking about how unfairly maligned the Steve from the church.
Yeah, Steve hates that album.
He hates his own
And
own
to be
records.
fair, it's in between Starfish and Priest equals Aura. Like,
Right. Two great records. But I remember like talking about that record, and you're like, oh, if I haven't already made these picks, I would have jumped at that in a second. And not 6 days later,
Yeah.
just got home with my new church record.
I mean, come on. Metropolis, You're Still Beautiful.
There
Essence.
there will be a church song in my playlist.
Interesting. I can't even guess what it'll be because they have like 50 fucking records.
It is it's a deep cut. It's a deep cut. It is not a Starfish or a Priest Equal or a song.
So what we're saying here is the pizza slices at Dante's are ridiculous. I just plowed through mine. That potato chorizo, everything, the salsa or the guacamole. Fuck, that was so good. Thursday night, starting on the 24th, and how frequently after that? Or does it depend on Dennis's performance?
I think it depends on my performance.
Ideally, every Thursday, and I'd want to sprinkle in some other people when Dennis can't do it. But I'd like it to be, let's call it a residence.
Let's
shall
the
we?
residents at Dante's Pizzeria
There we are.
on Chicago Avenue. So that's Thursday starting at 7. You can stop by. You can see this man pushing play on any number of songs throughout the night.
Easily dozens.
And to be fair, I far be it for me to make fun of a disc jockey. But it just seems not right. Let's talk about Dante's, because this space on Chicago Avenue, I can't believe we have you in the car for as long as we have you, Tim, because things are going on, things are changing, things are being built up, knocked down. Tell me what's going on there.
So we moved into this space about a year, 3 months ago, because we lost 2 of our other locations, the Tavern at Augusta in California and the original one of the original Dante's Pizzerias at Milwaukee, Diversey, Kimball. My business partners own the High Dive. We decided to cut it in half.
So the High Dive, which is just next door.
1938.
West, yeah.
They had both addresses were the High Dive. We decided to cut it in half. make half of it Dante's, and reopen High Dive
Because
eventually.
Huge, massive space in Chicago.
Bigger than was ever really necessary, except for like Westfest. And we sort of put High Dive on hold for a while. Now Dante's is running at 100% delivery, carry out, full bar. And we've been working slowly on High Dive the last few months, and we are reopening it as a soft open, but whatever, we can talk about it now.
You prefer the hard open.
You're no stranger to the hard open.
Man! Taking these
It's
licks.
funnier when you say it over and over. On Wednesday, this Wednesday, we'll be opening High Dive. I don't know if it's going to be the full menu exactly, but then in a couple weeks later, we'll do a larger announcement and have a big party.
That's huge. These are like seismic changes where you are.
Yeah. Yes. It's going to be a big deal. I'll definitely be there every day from open to close next week. I've got new staff coming in, a full new menu for High Dive. So you won't be able to get Dante's food on the High Dive side and vice versa. 2 separate menus, separate businesses, but coming out of the same kitchen.
So this is kind of like Severance on Apple TV.
Oh, what a great segue.
The innie and the outie don't interact, but they're the same person.
Right.
Or so we think.
It's the same kitchen staff for sure. So, yeah, same people.
Well, that makes so much sense. I feel like what you're doing is a good model for other business restaurateurs in the future.
I've started, since I've been talking about this with other restaurant people have said that or mentioned to me that they're starting to see more things like this. Not just in Chicago, but out of state as well.
I mean, it's like a ghost kitchen just with 2 dining rooms.
Right. But you can get both in the dining room and yeah. So I guess it is sort of like that.
It's interesting. I mean, it makes
It's not
perfect
quite
sense.
that, but it's
Yeah.
akin to it for sure. I mean, I'm nervous about it, but I'm by Wednesday I will be less nervous and ready to pull it off.
And as an owner, I mean, having everything located in the same block sure makes life a whole lot easier.
Helps a lot. But we still do have the original Dante's on Armitage, 3028 West Armitage, which is just reopened its dining room as well.
Awesome.
But that's very small. It's mainly a carry-out and delivery spot. But we just did reopen that dining room like 2 weeks ago after having it been closed for over a year.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even going to ask you the interview questions. Like, so the past couple of years, they were shitty, right? Like,
Yes, James, they were shitty. I mean, but I am very proud of my staff, the people that stuck around. We never closed. A couple times because we had potential COVID outbreaks, just to make sure everyone was safe. We did for a couple days. But we never shut down. I kept as many people employed as I possibly could. Sometimes it was insanely slow and it didn't feel worth it. Other times it was so busy because everyone wanted carry out.
Yeah.
It was a seesaw between those things. It was never normal. And I'm hoping after we get High Dive fully functional, things will even out to some sort of normalcy. But in this industry, who knows?
For sure. All right, so again, the timeline for High Dive is what?
We're going to do a soft open Wednesday. I'm talking about it now.
Wednesday the 23rd
Correct.
of March. Wow.
And then maybe a week and a half after that, we'll do a bigger party that we'll announce through our social medias. On the Dante's and the High Dive social medias.
It's exciting stuff.
It is. I'm really looking forward to it. It's always like the first day is always very scary. And then it's never as hard as you think it's going to be. You know, this is maybe the...
That's what she said.
I knew this coming.
Yep.
Come on. You got to give it to me. Give me one.
It's important to you, so yes, good one.
Thank you.
That's great.
Thank you.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
I love you, Dennis.
Love you.
This is maybe the 6th restaurant I've helped open, and it's always terrifying.
Sure.
But it's always smooths out, and it's important to remember that. It's also important to remember that we'll be new, so be nice.
That's right. Just don't be a dick. That's just a guiding philosophy that works.
The fact that you would see from the first day of the lockdown through, I mean, the last time I really looked was probably a few weeks ago. People out there, there's so many people out there that still don't give a shit that restaurants are they're suffering. Like the Karens are more Karen-y and the Kyles are more Kyle-ish.
I mean,
It's terrible.
But to spin it more positive, I mean, there are people there's a whole community
absolutely
that exists to support.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely. And we definitely experience more of that.
That's good.
I mean, they're both there. I'll
sure.
put it that way.
Yeah.
But we have been fortunate enough to have a lot of loyal customers too.
Yeah.
And I'm very grateful for that. And I mean, we wouldn't have made it without it, for sure. So I'm excited for this new opening. It's a new thing for us trying this out, but I think it's going to work really well. If everything goes how I think it's going to, it will be very smooth, but it never does. So,
All right, so Dante's on Chicago Avenue, just east of Chicago and Damon, right?
correct.
And we're recording like a block away at Winchester in Iowa. Mm-hmm. Very, very lovely residential area.
Yeah, very nice over
in the
here.
Ukrainian village.
Dozens of dogs.
Dozens of big dogs. I live in an area where every dog is like a small 15-pound white dog with like dirty fur. This neighborhood has majestic, big family dogs, like dogs that get hugged, like that dog right there.
Oh,
Actually, I think that dog may have eaten something it shouldn't have.
It looks a little
because
embarrassed now.
the dog parent is trying to extract something from its jaws.
that dog is G.G. Allen. Oh, no.
All right, and Dennis, you start your DJing gig. The DJing gig, I've always had a kind of a passing interest in the idea of DJing, and I've only done it once. I did it at the Jerry Bryant's Strange '90s thing at Metro, and Greg Corner loaned me his gear, and I started looking into it. I'm like, it's too expensive to buy that stuff.
It's so expensive. I mean, that's why I was like, just bring your laptop or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't have the bar space either for you to take up all those seats.
Yeah, I got and this is when we talked about doing it. A couple things. Tim's like, let's not call it a DJ night because there's no room to put any turntables in. But I've been kind of plugging it away on social media as like, hey, I'm music curator, music selector, whatever the hell it is. Mm-hmm. I had a couple friends of mine reach out in subsequent days saying, hey, if this gig at Dante's works out for you, do you want to DJ at so-and-so's place? Do you want to DJ at this place? Mm-hmm. And I was flattered, and I said, hey, before I say yes, understand, I literally am plugging my phone in. I don't even have I have a laptop. I'm not a caveman.
Brag.
But humble brag, I have a laptop. That's a work laptop. I don't even own my own laptop. But no, I don't. I have all the respect in the world for people that friends of mine for years that have done the DJ thing with two turntables and a microphone,
or even two CD players. I mean, there's software now.
Yeah,
I mean,
there is.
There is so much about that world that I don't know. I
it's
just know
impressive. I don't either.
It's very impressive. I just know I like a lot of different kinds of music, and it's safe to say, Tim.
Yeah.
This will not be a typical soundtrack for Dante's.
Good. That was the idea.
What Dennis means to say is it's going to be a dance party.
It's going to be a bit of a dance party.
He will not be able to answer the phone.
I hope you guys like, unashamedly like some 80s hits.
Yeah.
Because there will be some 80s hits. I hope you enjoy the sweet sounds of the Mentors. No, there'll be no Mentors this time. No, I'm excited. I'm kind of running the gamut. There's everything from like what I grew up with to what I'm listening to now to what I've, stuff I've liked all my life. A little bit of everything. I hope people get into it.
That's awesome. Okay, again, the address for Dante's Pizzeria.
1936 West Chicago Avenue.
And the Armitage location?
3028 West Armitage.
Fantastic. Your address, Dennis. So we can come visit.
Yeah. 1234 Wrigleyville Drive. Is it 1936 that you were born, James?
It was. Yeah. 3 years before the debut of Superman, interestingly enough, in Action Comics #1.
So you're saying it's based on you?
It is. Interestingly enough, I was raised by kindly farmers in Kansas who taught me right and wrong and taught me how to carry myself in the universe.
Middle name Kal-El.
That's right. And as you know, because I'm under a yellow sun, that's what gives me my powers.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
If things went red all of a sudden, I'd be fucked.
That's why you like... Never mind.
You'll get there.
No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. As great of an insult as I had, and I know this is not a family-friendly podcast, I'm not going to repeat that.
My family listens.
No, that's the problem. I don't want your family to hear this.
Okay. All right. Denis Buckley, music curator. Mensch. Tim, restaurateur. Canadian rifleman.
Yeah, accurate.
An all-around super winner, Tim Murphy.
I love it. Thank you guys. I haven't been doing many of these in the car because of the whole, because of the stand. So it's nice to be able to do it with you guys.
Yeah,
tonight.
thank you. This is nice.
All right. We're good.
Awesome.